Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Sam and Max Save the World. Well, last time we started Chapter 2, we explored the neighborhood and we saved Bosco from the skin bodies and got ourselves a can of shaving cream. So shines a good deed in a weary world. But now it's time for us to get to our actual assigned task, going down to the local TV station and saving a bunch of poor hostages from being given fabulous prizes by a crazed talk show host.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Ah, Fizzball. The game of champions.
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Well, we can look around.
There's only one explanation for a propeller on the wall.
Yes, this TV station is a giant flying battleship.
Either that, or it's just a prop. Huh, get it?
I vote for the giant flying battleship.
I hope that's just a prop.
I hope it isn't.
It's got a falling star on it.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder how you'll crash and burn.
Yeah. The Barrel Haven. From whence comes this storybook set?
Clearly from a work of unparalleled artistic vision and emotional expressiveness.
No wonder I haven't seen it.
And you can't click on the lights or the lamp.
Hey, even the scaffold is just a prop.
Yeah, from that show about the TV crew that solves crimes around the station using advanced forensics and overly dramatic reenactments.
Come on, who ever heard of a crime at a TV station?
Well, there's not really anything we can interact with here, apart from the director.
Once used for apples, now used for derrieres.
Although we can talk to Max again.
Hey, Max,
What is it, Sam?
any idea what cheap ripoff of an already lackluster show gets filmed on this set?
Even money says it's something tasteless or tawdry, but preferably both.
Let's boogie, little buddy.
Lights, camera, double-barreled action.
Alright, so let's talk to the director.
Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
But a fool...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name, Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative, and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead. What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream. We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! Boy, that is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad.
And this is why it's important we screw around our neighborhood a little bit early on, because that gets us the shaving cream we need to convincingly make Sam rabid.
Brilliant. Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max. You just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad. You're despondent. You're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief.
Well, thankfully we kind of got a hint from this in the opening movie. Because Max is so psychotic, he can't really cry naturally unless we give him some incentive.
Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my head, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism. Such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Alright, so now we can go through this door.
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. Celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no-cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and take one stab at this. There's a few ways to try and get through this, and you get an achievement for doing all of them, but there's only one successful way through this puzzle.
We're as ready as we're ever going to be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
Open up in there! I know you're hiding a cow! Aha! I know you've got a... Well, who's your guest, boys?
This is my octogenarian uncle, Griswold, a retired chimney sweep from lower Nebraska.
Now he travels the world chasing cyclones in a mobile home.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm something of a twister buff myself, ever since I saw The Wizard of Oz when I was a boy. I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said, meow. Uncle Griswold thinks he's a cat.
He's awful big for a cat.
Just be thankful he's not in heat.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get the set back the way it was.
Okay, so this gives us a chance to look around the set now.
What's that thing?
I don't know. It was here when we took over the building after the .com bust.
How convenient. This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
And if the show they're watching is the show of themselves watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode.
Best leave it turned off then. Hi, Mom. These are all thesauri. Who decorated this set?
English majors working for peanuts, as usual.
Competitive horseshoe skipping is a thrilling test of accuracy, strategy, and strength.
Even more so if the horses are still attached.
Some say that's the only way. Ah, nature. In Manhattan, this counts as a view.
If there's a leak, it counts as a water view.
Hey, bossy. I shouldn't fool with the set while we're not taping the show. I miss the 70s, when you could get away with stuff like that. This could use some sprucing up. Whatever happened to our can of spray paint?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that I may incriminate both myself and a prominent local politician.
Say no more. Hello? Is this thing on? Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
See if you can squeeze in some gross-out humor this time. Ready? Action!
And it looks like we got the achievement a moment ago because I did most of these during my test playthrough.
Open up in there.
Okay, so this time
Goodness, who left this lying here? I wonder what I should do with this plate. Okay, now don't move.
Or moo either.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
This is Saint Okefenokee, patron saint of landlords.
You can tell by the rinky-dink halo.
Saint of landlords? Well, maybe you can give me some help. You see, I've got these tenants down in 2C who sublet their bathtub to the U.S. Navy, see, and...
Hey, Bossy.
Bossy. That's a funny name.
We can't talk to everybody here. Oh, hey, a rope on the hat rack. I'm trying to get to pull on the tail again.
Hey, Bossy.
Bossy. I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Saint Okefenokee pronounces his blessing upon you.
You shall have many tenants who shall shower you with green and not keep cows in the apartments.
And no tenants who shall shower with cows and keep you in the green apartments.
And hardly any green tenants who keep cows from showering you with apartments.
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get the set back the way it was.
Let's have another go at that scene, shall we?
Don't forget to work in Max's line. Better get the serious toothpaste. Okay? Action!
Alright, we'll try the plate again.
Goodness, who left this lying here? Okay, now don't move.
Or moo either.
Oh.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
This is one of the famous Flying Bimini brothers, circus performers extraordinaire.
We're getting some tips on how to spin plates on our heads, so we can keep all our gun hands free at parties.
Oh! The circus, eh? I went to the circus once as a boy. There was a man there who had two heads. Only one of them looked like a giraffe, see? And... I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said moves. I think he'd like you to comment on his unique brand of stationary acrobatics.
His movements are so subtle, it's almost as though he's standing still.
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get the set back the way it was.
Hi, Mom. Let's have another...
Places.
Alright, this time.
Open up in there. I know you're
Let there be
finding
light.
out.
Ah, the lampshade. Bastion of high comedy. There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
Surely you recognize Abraham Lincoln, talented tap dancer and 16th President of the United States?
His hat fell into a bucket of bleach this morning.
My goodness, President Lincoln? I didn't even know you were still alive. You know, I had an excellent idea for the redesign of the penny I'd like to tell you about. I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Mr. Lincoln was just reciting his latest speech, a revision of the Gettysburg Address intended for the minuscule attention spans of the modern audience.
Could you repeat everything you said after Mr. Lincoln? I kind of drifted off.
I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with this. Can we start again?
Cut! Let's get this.
This is becoming very Monty Python. Start again.
Let's have another go.
See if you can.
Open up in there. I know you're hiding a cow.
Let there be light. There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, who's your guest, boys?
This is the Crown Prince of Upper Thrombosis, here in the U.S. on a fact-finding tour.
Note his excellent ceremonial headgear.
Huh, a prince? Golly gosh, I don't think I've ever met a real-life prince before. Of course, I am descended from royalty myself. On my mother's cousin's side, it was the back in the...
Of course. Haven't you heard of King Chicken? Chicken a la King?
Hey, bossy.
Bossy. I'm sorry, what was that you said?
That's how they say goodbye in thrombosis.
It's also how they say, bring me a pot of scorched grasshopper thoraxes, but that's probably not what he means this time.
I see. Well, goodbye then. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure where we're going with it.
Cut!
Okay, thankfully that was the last one before the winning one. So let's go ahead and finish this.
Let's have another...
Don't forget to.
Open up in there. I know you're hiding.
Let there be light.
In fact, we're going to have to
Goodness,
grab
who
both
left this line
things.
here?
Actually, I don't think we need to grab the plate now, but we can.
There we go. Life of the party.
Aha! I know you've got a... Well, who's your guest, boys?
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck à l'orange.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Alright, well there's one thing that we have overlooked in all this, and it's pretty easy to miss. But there is a cow pie.
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha! Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
This moo-moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie.
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like... Ah!
Now? Now. Better get the serious toothpaste.
Zoom in and cut.
Phew.
That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Naturally. I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Thanks.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
All right. And with that done, we now have free reign to go and explore the rest of the studio. You may have noticed there's signs up here saying who's never going to be a millionaire, embarrassing idol, and cooking without looking. But we will start exploring those next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.